How do you handle gas prices in your lawn care business? This is a question that I see all the time, and it's a topic that brings a lot of worry to other lawn care business owners, just like it did myself. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can discuss and raise prices to your clients and how you should effectively handle a rising gas price or equipment price. Okay, stay to the end of this video because then you'll get the entire process of how you can help your client understand why you need to raise the prices of the lawn and effectively do so without losing a client. Let's get started. Now, the biggest worry that is on your mind is the loss of a client. Okay? That is the big worst case scenario in your head. And you are worrying, aside from, of course, the increased equipment costs that you have and the increased gas cost. So you know that you need to raise the prices. However, the fear of a client loss and the fear of the loss of that revenue is what keeps you from commanding and charging the increased prices that you need to. So the beautiful part about a rising gas price in terms of increasing the price of your lawn and selling it in that sense is that it is such a wide commodity so that everybody sees it rising up and everybody sees other prices rising up, milk rising, egg rising, car prices, house prices, especially everybody sees the rising prices of everything else in the economy. So it gives an excuse for why their lawn care should also go up in price. And that is your goal. It's your goal to have your client understand why this price increase has to occur and for them to be okay with it. So your manner is going to be to explain, just be honest with them that you are spending more money and the expenses are higher, so that needs to be passed on to the customer. This means that your customer is going to have an understanding that you're not just raising the prices because you are trying to make more money off of them, that you are a tyrant business owner, anything like that. You are doing it because, like they see, every other prices are going up, and you need to account for that. So the best manner that you can go forth with this is to just raise, let's say you're doing a $40 lawn, is to raise it $5, is to raise it to $3, something like that. Now, this is something that you could put in your contract that to prepare them for that if a gas reaches a specific threshold, that then a price increase for the weekly lawn cutting would occur, and that can help customers as well. But the main understanding is that say gas goes up 30 cents in a month. Okay, what we have to realize is that this sounds terrible, and to the client it is. In small startup business, you're not going to go through more than 30-40 gallons a month. So a 30% increase, you might spend $200 in gasoline per month, a little bit more. I'm accounting for $4 a gallon, and then if you do a 30-cent increase, that's $60 extra per month. And let's say you have 15 clients starting out. You do a price increase of $5 per cutting times 15. That is $75 extra. So what you can see is, and this just raises more and more. This, of course, goes far higher when you have more clients, because it's not as apparent when you have fewer clients, and with this such large of a gasoline increase. But what you'll see is that when gas prices increase, and this was the case in my business as well, and the understanding for the rising prices can account for a larger increase in the lawn price, which allows me to bring in more revenue. So a rising gas price, if you can deal with it effectively, does not need to be a detriment or a pain for your business. Just be honest with your clients, and most clients, in my experience, have always been okay with a slight increase in the prices. They see all these things happening in the world, and that's the beautiful part. The gasoline is such a widely accepted and widely owned commodity, so that everybody sees what's going on with it. You are not bringing in this consumable that people don't care about. For example, if you bring into the account such as smaller equipment costs, such as software costs, these expenses that your client is not as in tune with, it's a much harder sale to produce compared to a gasoline price increase. You can see how when your client is in tune and can see the rising gas prices themselves and can see other prices increasing as well, it's a much easier sale on your part. Now, the key takeaway is to not be harsh with your client, is to just explain clearly what is going on. And I've seen also clients be sympathetic and even just, yes, fine, do a if you need $10 more, that's fine as well. Because clients are, when you set them up in the right sense, they are happy to have you, they're happy to depend on you, and the value that you bring far exceeds the monetary cost that you are portraying onto them. So now you can see with this strategy that you are going to save far more clients in the event of a gasoline price increase. What I want you to comment down below is how you have experienced other price increases and what stories you've had to struggle with a client that's unhappy with you needing to raise the prices of a lawn cutting. If you want to work one-to-one with me, I just opened my lawn care mastery program that's going to take you throughout every process that you need to start a business in the lawn care or service industry, such as what service to choose, marketing, how to carry yourself, and a step-by-step process to get to $10,000 a month. Okay, this has been Isaac Bjork with To Be Green Consulting. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.